CD Improv, what a night of Zelda 1 randomizer we've got going tonight.
I know it is amazing. We have all these great matches and all this great commentary. It's going to be so much fun.
Absolutely. And here is our first match of the evening, well, the first restream match of the evening here, featuring Things That Fly.
Are we on Jeopardy?
What is no?
But why did you phrase it as a question?
Well, I don't know. Let's get this thing going. We've got alsoa999 on your left. We got Paratroopa on your right. Alsoa's on a 2-race win streak. And Paratroopa, we've seen several close races for Paratroopa over the course of these first 4 weeks.
Yeah,
It's going to be a fun match.
Yeah, I got to call her last race, and it was a lot closer than it looked for a very long time.
Absolutely. Got to call her first race, and that was fun as well. All right, so we got Gorias on the Overworld. We've got Darknuts on the Overworld.
I mean, not bad, at least for the Gorias and the Gorias for bomb droppers, but I'm not always a fan of early Darknuts. Trying to get around those guys can be hard.
Well, trying to get around that one Goria that was going to get right into Elsoa's grill wasn't going to end well. The one thing that's bad about Gorias in the Overworld, oh, baby, 121, jackpot indeed.
All
and we
right.
got a bow on the coast, it looks like.
We got our poker money, and we have a blue boomerang just sitting there in level 2.
Is this even randomized?
Maybe. I don't know. I don't think it's in a shoot room in vanilla.
Well, it's not, but it is in level 2, which was found at start. And the one thing that is bad about Gorias being out in the Overworld is the fact, oh goodness, we have found 2 of our large secrets already.
Yeah, if I'm Paratroopa right now, I would up a save just so that even if the blue ring is just a distant thought, that maybe I could pick it up.
And oh,
mean game.
right on the stairs, could not get down. Boomerang. That was one of the biggest dangers there of having Gorias out on the Overworld, is the fact that you will have them throwing the boomerangs at you for a hard damage, and they know when you want to do something, they're gonna whack you with that boomerang.
Oh, you mean like pick up a red ring from under an Arma statue?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Though this is a place where that blue boomerang could come in handy for Alsoa. Having it so early, you can stun the mob and just walk right through them.
And Paratroopa getting in this time around does see the bombs for 33 rupees, which is 13 more than its normal value of 20. Now just trying to dodge the blue Gorias, try to go over this other side. Now Soa's taking a little bit of a stab over here in the southwest corner, hoping to come up with a thing that stabs. But
And
it's nope
dead.
instead.
Yeah, door repairs, yay!
Well, door repair when you got nothing is a whole lot better than getting a door repair when you're filled with rupees. Paratroopa getting a take any at the level 2 entrance.
Always nice to find a candle early, especially since she's not really made it to the other side of the world where all the burn bushes are.
So one good thing there is that the red levers are down at least 1 in HP, so they go down to a candle flame. That's good.
Especially if maybe we need to get money or just get through a screen later.
And we find level 6 at the 1Q8 location, and the wood sword is over at the grave.
Well, that means the exploration paid off for both of them. We've got a level for Paratroopa with the early candle, and then Alsoa's got a stabby weapon. So, seems good.
This will be even better if it turns out that the Armos item is over here. Now, one thing that Alsoa is going to have to be careful of is that trip back downstairs could get rather interesting with those blue Darknuts.
Yeah, sadly, not somebody that boomerang's going to work against. So if they're coming upstairs, you've got to time that pretty quick.
And as case in point,
he gets to go back to start. Yay!
And probably grumbling all the way back to start.
I can almost hear it from here.
So can I. It's a little too close. Oh!
Ooh, nice bomb drop. Paratrooper or alsoa?
Alsoa, the red Gurias go down in one single wood sword hit.
Ooh, very nice. And he got a really nice early bomb. Oh, well, all right. Go alsoa, go.
Did you notice that Alsoa reset before he did that? Got his global counter back to 0?
Yeah, that works only when you save, I think, not when you just up A.
Mm-hmm. And red ring is our white sword item, and there's the boomerang, wooden boomerang, as our almost item.
Well, okay, one of those is really awesome.
You know what would really be awesome right now if Alsoa takes this heart container that he just found in the take and he goes to this white sword cave and finds out that the white sword item is obtainable at 4 hearts.
Yeah, then I would say that the game was being far, far too nice. Paratroopa finds level 1 in the meantime. And what looks to
Paratroopa
be
finding out that
beefy.
blue Tektites do not go down in one single candle blast.
Yuck. All right, here we go.
Not obtainable at 4 hearts, and Alsoa's doing a...
It looks like he's resetting. He's gonna take the candle
Take
instead.
the candle.
Makes a lot more sense because this way he can go burn all of those bushes and not be behind. And when he does find the other 2 hearts or 3 hearts, he can come back.
And it'll be rather interesting when he gets to the level 2 location, because that was where one of our take annies were. We do find level 4 at the Forest 100 secret.
He's gonna go up a screen to try to pirouette that top key door. And we have any roads for Paratroopa.
You know, when you find him up in the northeast corner like that, that's always a solid find.
Well, yeah, any Death Mountain access, especially this early, is great. And looks like we're getting pretty good map coverage because that's right in the center.
Getting comments in chat that Paratroopa has pulled out the recorder out of level 1.
I didn't see it, but I'll take chat's word for it.
Absolutely. We'll keep an eye on that.
And there's our blue ring shop.
For 250 rupees.
I mean, she's really close. And you know, who doesn't love shiny jewelry that lets you face tank everything? Also doing some work, gets a nice bomb drop again in this room in level 4. He's just trying to get that shutter door open.
Yep, also not having the heart beeping on, which means this half a heart
And then he hugs a
is
Korea?
a trip to start.
Oh, yay. But on the plus side, he's only got 3 hearts, so this does give him his beam swords back. Paratroopa finds the money, goes ahead, picks up that blue ring, and I have to say, I like this. She doesn't know about the red ring being the white sword item, and who knows how long it's going to be till she finds the hearts to get it.
Also, I'm not really liking this level 4 at this point in time. This might be a case where if you take another death, it's time for you to leave.
It's always hard, though, at the very beginning of the game if you find one of the small levels, because you're just going, oh, I could pull something really good out of here.
Paratroopa having a hard time letting up the screen scroll at this point. You may just want to consider just walking around and just cash out, but finally does pull it off.
Yeah, I also have a pretty hard time trying to screen scroll before I have the sword. Even if I can clearly see where I have to line it up, it's just a little bit more difficult.
I hear the peasants are revolting.
Well, maybe we should give them a bath.
What's a bath gonna do?
Well, if they smell bad, and that's why they're revolting. Plus, you know, baths are nice.
Oh, I gotcha.
Paratroopa heading over to the grave. As long as she makes it through the screen, well, okay, maybe not.
Well,
Might be a little bit longer before the sword.
She's gonna have to be careful coming down off here, but
I mean, she has just enough HP to be able to take a candle boost if she gets stuck on the stairs, I think.
I would hope so, but thankfully this lined up properly with the Guria coming up the stairs as opposed to the blue Darknut, which was the case with Alsoa.
It looks, yeah, the keys have rolled up over in level 4, and Paratroopa's gonna get her stabby weapon. And about to find out the red ring is the white sword item.
Well, in just a moment, gonna pick up the heart container here, and then move over towards the right, find out that the gorillas are squishy, and then find this white sword item.
Oh, sadly, again, 4 hearts, just not quite enough. But we should have it pretty eventually, soonish.
Soonish.
Yeah, I mean, you don't know how nice the levels are going to be with the hearts. Some days you just can't find any.
Yeah, I know. We've seen several races over the course of this tournament.
Yeah, some of them it's like, oh, here, have mags, like, within 20 minutes. And the other one, it's like, you don't need hearts. What are those for?
Yeah, the ones that you're talking about, the second type, are the ones that make Chest Jerk unhappy.
Well, I mean, you gotta have heart.
Trooper finding out that that block does not move.
Also in a little bit of a tight spot here.
Yeah. Thankfully, Wisely decides to go away from that screen before the blue Dark Knight engaged in a how do you do? Because that would be a go back to start.
Yeah, also is going to get the good news about the large secret. I'm going to be curious if maybe he goes back. I think we saw an arrow shop a couple screens away.
Well, in his case, he definitely will not be purchasing the blue ring out of the idea that even though he's taken a few bad deaths, there is that wonderful, wonderful red ring that's available in, well, 2 to 3 hearts.
The Lionels are saying, maybe you should come back later. Paratroopa gets a really lucky, a lucky clock here. I'm gonna wonder if she might try pirouetting the door. Whoops.
Yeah, it's kind of unfortunate the fact that Paratroopa moved that Lionel away from that door to make it even harder to pull off such pirouette.
Yeah, it would have been, you know, a little bit more difficult than normal, but a candle burst, if you were counting how many times you hit him, could have done it.
So, by the way, one thing that I've noticed here is that these red Lionels are 3 HP, so they did roll down 1.
Well, that's nice of them.
But that doesn't mean you want to hug them.
No, they're not friendly, I'll say cats.
Cats can be friendly?
When they want something.
Yeah, okay, that's true. Also, down to a half of a heart, needs to be careful. Trying to use the boomerang to at least get something going here.
Hey, at least now we have a little bit of a buffer.
And now we have some more bombs, too.
Yeah, see, this isn't terrible.
Oh. And then you enter this room, where one hit from a blue Lionel is going to kill you.
To send you back to start in this lovely shape 6. Looks like he's gonna go the other way. I don't know if he's been down here before and seen that there was a Dig Dogger block. And I guess the good news about this room, I'm looking at it going, well, at least the map's not going to be stuck in the middle of the floor.
So, if you're running through this kind of run here, where alsoa's inside of this level 6 and taking a couple of unfortunate Bob Spy Lionels, what would be your go get out of here moment?
See, I'm a little too stubborn for my own good. I think it would probably be about like the 8th death sending me all the way back to start.
That's me and Patron level 1 against Redford Grad.
I mean, because you're just going, all right, I can do this. I can totally do this. And you don't want to admit that you probably should come back later.
It's got the Triforce. I want that dang Triforce. I don't want to have to come back to this level.
See, for me, in the back of my mind, it's always, oh, there could be a white sword or a wand, a ladder, or a red ring.
There could be an item right here behind this Aquamentus.
Or it could just be a transport staircase and the game is mean.
Like that?
Yeah, though you have to find it kind of amusing that level 6 and level 7 have nearly identical rooms. Except for Paratroopa, it's a raft.
Which is something we don't know if we need or not.
It is always nice when it gets to be useful. I mean, the poor thing only gets to do 2 things. That's it. And if it's not a level on either of them, it's just kind of like, eh.
Alsoa has now found the item in level 6. It's another of our transport items. We have now found all 3 of them. The power bracelet in level 6.
Now, see, this I would be much, much happier to find than that poor raft for the most part, because this gives you 4 chances.
A recorder gives you 1 chance. A raft gets you 2. A power bracelet gives you 4.
Yeah, so the math, that evil thing that I try really hard not to do, is kind of in favor of the power bracelet. And Paratroopa is gonna find a mugger room in 3.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you know what else is not in our favor of our runners?
Muggers after you. See, it would have been nicer, though, if she had still only had the 3 hearts, because then you can just pull a zombie link.
Alright, also it's not going to be going in any direction, but through a key door that I'm sure he did not want to have to use in that position, but, yeah, that dig dagger.
At the very least, it's giving him access to 2 more rooms if he manages not to, you know, die with the bubbles and the Lionels, so it could be good.
Paratroopa getting back onto that raft for a second time.
Patrick says, hey, also, maybe you should go somewhere else.
Yeah, at this point in time, you pulled the item out of level 6. It's probably the better idea. Come back in with some better equipment. You know where the red ring is. And I think that might be also part of the reason why alsoa is trying so hard to get out of this dungeon.
If he wants that heart, yeah, that would totally make sense.
And there's our third.
Laws
third
approved,
of our large secrets already.
Yeah, laws approved secrets. I mean, what runner doesn't like seeing it go over the number of 100? Even if you've already bought a blue ring, it means you can get arrows, bomb upgrade, potions, you know, all sorts of shiny stuff.
There are things that are shiny in this game?
I assume so. I mean, it's a little hard to tell. Also, I'm making really good use of that boomerang to clear this room in level 6. He's going to get a shutter door, 5 rupees, and a bunch more bad guys for his trouble.
Yeah, someone wants to get down to this room to the south. Paratroopa back in level 2, or rather in level 2, which we saw alsoa in a little bit ago. We know we have ourselves a magic boomerang in there.
Which, depending upon how Paratroopa feels between the 2 boomerangs, may or may not get picked up. Though, I think it was actually unavoidable. Yeah, she's already got it. It was in that that left to right shoot room.
Yeah, that shoot room, which is quite unfortunate if you don't like particular boomerangs.
I don't really care about their usability, but, you know, it's at least my favorite color.
Then you probably go right home with those Tektites that were just on the screen there for Paratroopa.
No, those are
and that
spiders.
Patra.
They can stay in level 2. Anything in the bug family can just, you know, peace out. Though this early in the game, this blue ring might help her a little bit, but this turret room, 4 hearts, and the expandable and the Patra is never an easy thing.
I'm going to give alsoa some credit there. Despite all the issues that alsoa had, does walk away with the Triforce, so has 0 reasons to go back into this level 6.
Yay! We can just forget it ever existed.
Now, alsoa's about ready to dump about 70 rupees onto the floor.
Oh, dear. Well, I mean, at the very least, he knows, again, that there is a red ring that's available. He's now seen that there's a bow on the ladder spot.
So what do you think is going to be our item block dungeon this time around?
I'm gonna root for 9 to be behind. Let's go with let's go with the recorder, just because it's like the low percentage play.
Well, the recorder is not edible, apparently.
I mean, unless it's like a really burnt breadstick. I don't think I'd ever want to eat it. Also, is sadly going to take a death to these Gurias and go back to start, but he's not very far in. Paratroopa gets her 5th heart, which gives her an even greater chance of being able to pick up the red ring.
Yep, we know at this point, based on everything we've seen, it is a 50-50 shot of whether or not Paratroopa can wield that red ring. And we will soon get the answer to whether or not that recorder is required. Is
Yay!
CD Improv correct in her assessment about this recorder being required? The answer is no.
No, but that is our cheapest key, I think.
At 70 rupees, yeah.
That's pretty nice. I don't mind being wrong every so often. It makes it more entertaining. Alsoa makes the wise choice of going ahead and picking up the wooden arrows since he had all of that money.
17 is our small secret. I don't think I've seen that yet.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I don't know that we had either. It was not a terrible medium, but not anything that, like, I remember.
There's the heart container number 4 for Alsoa.
Which he already knows, sadly, is not quite enough to go pick up that red ring.
And while Paratroopa getting resetted some Queen lyrics, heads on over towards the level 3 location. Also about to find that it's a boomerang that he's got 0 value for.
Yeah, even if you prefer that one, it's sadly not you can't downgrade your boomerang. But he is going to find level 1, so maybe he can find the floor heart in here. And the recorder.
Now that was the only thing that we saw from Paratroopa was that recorder.
Yeah, I don't think she had any keys when she was in here. And level 1 likes keys.
And I don't think she had
a weapon?
The wood sword either.
Yeah, she might have just had the regular boomerang. Well, that's definitely shiny.
If you're Alsoa at this point in time, you want revenge on every single Lionel that has done you wrong. Now is 5 hearts enough to pick up this red ring?
Yay!
Yes, it is.
Awesome. So that hopefully means that when Alsoa finds the heart,
this is not going to end well for Alsoa.
Well, okay, he's hiding. The spider's like, maybe if I just stay up here, he won't notice. Oh, sniped. See, this is where I always lose key roulette. It's which door do oh dear. Yeah, I don't want to go through that door anymore. But yeah, I always lose you have a choice of 2 different key doors coming out of a direction. I always seem to pick the one that goes into a ladder block or a room I can't get. And also it decides he wanted to, hug the whiz ropes too.
That's unfortunate right there. He was trying to get back into the door. I was worried if that heart was going to cause him some grief. There's the recorder. But I was worried that heart was going to send him some grief. And right now, Salty Squab needs to leave this dungeon.
I mean, he got kind of the 2 most important things out of that dungeon. He can always come back for the Triforce. He has the recorder to move around for the other levels. 4 is, like, maybe kind of close by.
And also does, again, know where that red ring is.
Yeah, see, if I'm the one playing this seed, I am fixated right now. I'm going, I want hearts. Hearts, game, just give me hearts. That's all I want.
Instead, Alsoa is getting nope.
Well, the game's not always nice.
There's another key shop right there. Alsoa purchased one for 70 rupees.
I think this is another really smart play. You've got the money. You're exploring your caves. You're probably going to find a bunch of door repairs, so why not spend it before the door repair can steal it away?
And Alsoa going back into level 1, leaving level 1.
Oh, he's trying to get a bomb drop. Yeah, okay. See, another good play. Looks like the blue levers are a single wand hit, but I might be wrong. That happened really fast.
Which ones?
The blues? Isn't that what's on the screen with the power bracelet?
That's a good question. I've not noticed any combat against them, so I can't speak.
Yeah, it was a lever of some kind, so I just saw him hit it once with a wand. Alsoa's going to find his any roads, which they're actually not terrible. You've got Death Mountain access, Central Map access, and then I don't actually remember the top of the right above Vanilla 1.
Yep, that river spot, and then you quickly go ahead and check to see what's at what we call the forgotten spot.
Yeah, good idea to actually get this out of the way early.
Level 8 has been found on Paratroopa's end, and I think that was at the top of the waterfall. And we immediately have a dig dugger.
Run, Spiky, run. Paratrooper's gonna make really good use of the boomerang to hold the little mini dig doggers in dogger in place so that she can get the shutter door open.
Gets rewarded with 10 rupees.
And a dinosaur. So far, not a terrible enemy set in 8, though all we've really seen are spiders, dinosaurs, and a dig dogger.
Oh my. Also, finding the magical sword.
So
Whatever
I think
that's called, magical sword.
I think that's what, 2 of the power bracelet locations he's actually looked into?
Yes. Didn't get the desert, hasn't gotten the one close to start yet.
So the math is now kind of 50-50 for it being the for it being the raft.
By the way, bad news. Red Wiz robes rolled high.
Thanks, game. I mean, you did give us a red ring Armos, so not Armos, a red ring white sword item. So I think I can kind of forgive it. Here comes the 5th heart for Alsoa, and he doesn't know that this is enough.
Yeah, probably going to complete the route, then do the up and A, and then check the spa.
Which makes sense. You don't want to have to come back. He's going to find his potions letter, which I personally like having.
Which one do you think is going to be the better deal this time around?
I'm going to root for Pepsi just because that's what I actually drink.
This stream is not brought to you by either bottling company, but now Paratroopa with a half of heart left is opting to try to kill this.
Ooh.
Does get a heart out of it, but
Yeah,
I
I
was
would
thinking at this point in time, leave the room and just come back in to grab your prize, since killing one's going to go ahead and give you your prize.
I mean, even with the red ring, they're hitting you for, is it half a heart each time?
Yeah, it's half a heart.
She does get lucky, gets the boomerang hit, makes her actually a really good play, gets the boomerang hit on the dig dogger, finds out the room doesn't really have anything, sadly. And this is where the one's going to come in handy for Alsoa. When he gets around to these dungeons, he's not going to have to stab these spiders 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, the one doing 2 hearts, 2 hits, as opposed to the wood sword's 1. And we find another dig dogger. In this one here, with a second quest push block room.
Yeah, I would, I don't know if I'd be hoping for a transport staircase or for an item.
Also
Really
buying
nice
another
player.
key.
And he's going to up an A. He's hopefully about to get the really good news that he can
Yep.
pick up the red ring.
Mm-hmm. At this point in time, you check it.
And
Especially-
maybe work up to a bomb drop.
Especially given how many deaths also has been taking in this seed. And so now, both of our runners have the red ring in their arsenal.
Yay! I mean, who doesn't want to be able to just walk face first into stuff?
Yeah, but you just want to watch out how many times you walk face first into things. I hear that's a good way of taking deaths.
Well, true.
Don't ask me how I know this.
I mean, I do believe that was before you had the red ring, if that helps.
Before,
Or
during, after.
We managed to check the power bracelet location down near start, so that only leaves the one that's up near that other fairy fountain, as far as we know.
So it's either one push block or that island raft.
And since you're also, and I don't know that he's seen level 7 yet. I mean, you don't usually want to take
Red.
level 7. Oh, well, hi, Nikki.
Any key in 8. How many tournaments have we had, or how many tournament races have we had where the any key has been in level 8?
I don't know, but I usually can't find it, so I'm hoping maybe next time. Alsoa is gonna find his level 2. I don't know if he was in here before.
He wants to
boomerang.
find that boomerang, and that was it.
Okay, should be able. I think, to finish clearing this. Maybe, unless there's like Gomas hiding somewhere. Or a ladder block.
Which is a possibility too.
Man, the game's going to be really nice and give him a bomb refill. Oh, poor Paratroopa. This is always an interesting scenario. You come out of the staircase directly into a pile of landmos.
Mm-hmm. And then you kind of just question your life decisions at that point in time. Now, Alsoa's going to have that one advantage for when he gets into level 8, as you mentioned before.
Yeah, and he's got Red Ring already now. So does Paratroopa, but he hasn't seen a lot of levels yet, so maybe he has a few more hearts by the time he gets around there.
Mm-hmm. Paratroopa down to 1 heart, needs to be careful.
Also,
even though you do have the Red Ring, you want to be careful against blue Wizrobes.
Yeah, they still hit like a ton of bricks. Alsoa's going to go ahead and be able to pick up his Triforce at a level 2, and he's done. He's already got the item. I don't know that he's going to go back in and dig for a heart. Mags is like a secondary nice happy thing.
Alsoa now gets the 3rd of the big secrets. There's the heart container in level 8. Paratroopa going to go over here to the room to the right, see what we have for the Triforce room.
Oh,
and
goody. More blue landmos, so she does get a really good bomb on the first one.
Yep.
I would have left the room by now. We already know it's not a shutter door. This is your Triforce. I don't know that I would have stayed.
And Paratroopa, I think, was thinking maybe, do I check the other rooms to see if I can find the second item or not? And the answer was, nope, I'm not going to.
It's a really hard choice, especially with Shapes 8, and you haven't found a map yet.
Which is interesting, given the fact that we've been in so many rooms of this level 8. Where could this map be? Alsoa finding a Goma here in front of a spiral staircase. Which is a transport staircase. What a surprise!
I mean, at least it wasn't like silvers or something like that.
Would have been funny if that was blocking the bow, since that would have been legal.
Yeah, it would have, because you can just walk right by him. Or the ladder to go get your bow.
Oh, that's right, because the bow is out there on the coast.
It is. It's just sitting there going, hey, come get me.
Would you like to give me the item to come and get you?
Nah, we're going to bury that behind as many blocks as humanly possible, says the game. This could be the item for Alsoa.
It is the red candle, which Alsoa says, no, I do not want you, thank you, bye.
Now, if he hadn't already had the wand, I would be willing to bet that he would have gone all the way down there to go get that red candle, because it is repeatable offense for those bubble rooms.
That's true. Whereas here at the 30-minute mark, the positives of grabbing the red candle kind of have diminished by now.
Yeah, they really have. Alsoa finds this lovely bunny room. He's unfortunately got to kill them to be able to get through that shutter door at the bottom. And we're hearing power bracelet.
Did you see that lovely room that Paratroopa saw?
No, sadly, I was actually looking at chat because they're saying power bracelet required hype. So I'm wondering if level 5 wasn't our block level up at the power bracelet in the top right-hand corner.
Could be a possibility, but I was more remarking about the fact that Paratroopa walked into a 6 blue Wizrobe room with 2 shutter doors and said, nope, I'm done.
That is, I can't blame her. She's already got the Triforce, she's already got the heart. We just found the map, so unless that was, and it couldn't have been a staircase, there's no reason to stay.
I have no idea what that level 8 looks like, but my first thought when I saw that had to do more with Bullwinkle.
Okay, I can totally see a moose there.
What do you see?
I almost saw like a centaur.
I mean, I can definitely see that too.
Yeah, but I like the moose and squirrel.
Well, who doesn't like Bullwinkle and the squirrel?
Rocky,
yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I do. Every single time I end up playing a Pokemon game, if I was naming the Pokemons and I came across a Centret, that was its name.
Also, finding out that it can't bomb over there to the left. Now, you are not required to ladder clip to get to the other side of that island, so...
There has to be a way around somewhere.
There has to be another way around, and it perhaps includes spending your keys.
You have 4 at this point, so this isn't incredibly, incredibly rough.
And thankfully, alsoa made it to level 1 before going to here, so that way we could take care of our dig dogger friend. And that was a heart container.
Get a floor heart in the process. So at least Spiky wasn't guarding a completely empty room.
And now we just take care of some mall masters inside this level 5. Get a couple of them to give you a little bit of life, so that way you have no fill-up when you grab this Triforce. And alsoa now has 4 Triforce pieces compared to Paratroopa1's 1. In this battle of this 2-2 match.
And it looks like this is the last power bracelet spot. I'm sorry, I had it a little bit backwards. It was the one directly under the fairy fountain.
Yep.
Though, I mean, that's no guarantee that one of the levels we haven't seen yet, including 9, isn't on a raft spot.
And if it's going to be out there on the coast. Paratroopa getting to this room, pulls into the staircase, and finds this was a completely vanilla level 8.
Fred?
Any key and book in 8.
Well, I guess we can. The randomizer every so often, just decides this is where it's going.
Level 3 over here in Candle Row. And that was why we saw Paratroopa leave. Now, with alsoa having the red ring and 6 hearts, has decided to go ahead and spend the heart.
Yeah,
to knock him down to 5.
If I'm alsoa, I'm really, really hoping to see 2 things in here. Either the ladder, so I can go get my bow, or silvers, so that I don't have to dig, one of the larger dungeons looking for it.
Well, what's wrong with digging level 9 for items?
Way too many staircases. And given the enemy sets we've seen so far, who knows? Maybe it's gonna be all wizards.
What's 14 staircases between friends?
Far too much exercise. We should all just relax and eat cookies instead.
How about if it's a segmented level 9, in which then we need even more staircases?
Okay, since that's incredibly rare, that would be kind of cool to see.
This level 3 is not segmented.
No, it's, I'm gonna say it's Trogdor's head. And, just one of his arms.
Also trying to take care of this Patra. Wants to be careful not to get bopped into the Triforce, because then you're coming back in to do this fight again.
Yeah, I don't think I would have wanted to go all the way back into 3 for this.
And there's our item.
Being very poorly guarded by a dig dogger. alsoa is going to take out when he could just simply walk right through him.
Well, I think it's more because in that case, once you're done with this, you can just walk to the right, grab your Triforce.
Also, it does find the ladder, which you have to be breathing a little bit of a sigh of relief here, because you can go get your bow, and that's one of the 2 required items you still have to find.
Mm-hmm. And alsoa has purchased the wooden arrow, so therefore, not a big deal if you run into a Goma.
Yeah, though I don't know that we've actually seen any yet today. Maybe they're all in 9.
That would be the dream.
Yeah, especially if silvers are in 9.
That would be the dream.
It would be very ironic, and you gotta love it when the game does that. Alright, Paratroopa's gonna clear out the top east side of Death Mountain.
Blue levers were vanilla, they're 4.
Oh, okay.
Level 7 has been located here for alsoa. We had seen this from Paratroopa earlier.
So, I do think that's only, level 9 that we haven't seen yet? And it's going to be a quick, easy craft dig. Yeah. Oh, there we go.
And it is not a segmented level 9.
Sorry, Raft. You are not going to get to be useful today. Wait, I'm trying to remember how far the Triforce was in this level 7. Though Raph being that close to the door does work out for Alsoa because he knows that silvers aren't in here, so he doesn't have to like go crazy trying to dig the entire level.
Yep, this now, you're just trying to get the Triforce out of here. Wherever it may be. And we do get to see the map to this level 4. That's a nasty looking level 4.
Yeah, that one, there's a couple of rooms that are like just off on their own that if it wasn't obvious, I wouldn't have like if there hadn't have been a door there, I don't know that I would have bombed to the left here.
Things have definitely gotten a whole lot smoother here for Alsoa once he picked up this red ring.
Yeah, it makes those Lionel rooms just a little bit friendlier. He is, however, going to be a little bit wary about keys.
One room to the south, let's bomb on down. And this here is the room that is blocking the Triforce. And Alsoa bought bait, I didn't even notice that.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I didn't pick up on that either. Though, again, it makes sense. He had the money, so why not?
Yep, absolutely.
Though now I'm kind of rooting for a bait block in 9.
I think everyone roots for a bait block because of how rare it is.
I actually had there was a seed in the try these seeds out section of the Discord where 9, you went up, and this was posted like weeks ago, so sorry for the spoilers. You go up 4 rooms, and it was a necessary bait block in 9. Because the only way to go anywhere else in that 9 was to bomb behind that guy.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, I was cracking up pretty good over that one.
So where was the level 8 that, right, on top of the waterfall. That is where Alsoa needs to go to get to level 8. 9 being up on Death Mountain means that Alsoa is likely going to be full clearing. White Sword in 4.
Okay, that's not a terrible thing to find. It's going to make your combat all that much speedier, especially since Paratroopa doesn't yet have the wand.
Wand inside of level 1 did not have a weapon or a sustainable weapon when she dug level 1 the first time around.
And both of our runners actually have to go back into 1 just to pick up the Triforce, so we don't even know what it's hiding under yet.
By the way, according to Kirby Fan and chat, we've now got the full array of items. We are doing a silver dig in level 9.
Woohoo!
Hallelujah, everybody, and let's have some fun.
Bring on the Gomas.
And also purchasing some more keys.
Or a room full of bunnies. And oh my goodness, look at this shape on level 6.
I don't know what that thing is, but why is it holding onto a Tetris piece?
Maybe they're just trying to relax.
Different strokes for different folks, I guess. So back in this level 4, looking for the item.
See, I kind of am looking at level 6 now and going, it reminds me a little bit of Gonzo, like a side profile. And Alsoa, I'm kind of curious. I think it's probably because he doesn't know what the item is in level 4, and if he's seen everything besides 8, he might be wondering if the silvers are in here.
Yep. Because for Alsoa, the remaining items are the book, which would serve as your atlas,
which is always
the white
nice
sword, the any key, the coast heart, and the silver arrows. 4 of those 5 are absolute I wants.
Yeah, really they are.
The 5th
8.
you're not going to complain about if you see it.
Oh, very true. Azora Sarah is saying apparently it looks like a shark dozer, whatever that happens to be.
It's something.
Also, it gets a quick answer here in his white sword.
And that's going to do it for Alsoa inside of this level 4. And Paratroopa inside this level 6. We'll find out that was the transport staircase, as Alsoa now heading along the coast. Go ahead, pick up your bow, then heading back into level 1.
I'd have to imagine if Alsoa has Overworld checks left, he knows he needs to find 8, he knows he needs to find 9, so he would probably check everything besides Death Mountain before actually heading to Death Mountain.
The way I see Alsoa doing this is he's going to check this coast raft first. Get into 1, get that Triforce, and then loop himself around to the waterfall where he'll find level 8 and then onto Death Mountain.
Yeah, and you'd have to imagine he's gonna full dig level 8. He's gonna find both of those items before leaving.
And which in that case he will know that the silver arrows are in 9 at that point.
Yeah, that makes pretty good sense. I just kind of hope that Paratroopa keeps digging this level 6. I'm not entirely sure what she hasn't seen yet, but with that Triforce just sitting there, it's kind of tempting to grab it and go back to level 1, because she didn't see the 1, so for all she knows, something's in 1 still.
I think Alsoa just misidentified or didn't mark onto a tracker what the Armos item was, because he saw him finding that wooden boomerang once again. As we welcome an audience here coming in from SpeedGaming, who was watching the Link to the Past Randomizer daily race. Welcome to the Zelda 1 Randomizer 2022 tournament. This is a 2-2 match between Alsoa and Paratroopa, things that can fly.
That was an incredibly... Speaking of things that can fly, that was an incredibly lucky fairy get for Alsoa. He was down to either a half a heart or 1 heart, surrounded by blue Riz ropes. Because, of course, this is level 1, which is the only level that the 5-pair room can actually drop in.
And it does drop, and it turns out to be a key, which Alsoa had already spent his purchased keys in, and now we'll be up to 2 keys.
Ooh, and now we get to choose. Do we go right or left?
Alsoa choosing the right direction.
He's gonna find another key door.
Encountered with a lovely little... Oh my gosh!
Oh, level 1, stop, please. Look, we just went around in a little circle.
Yep, so therefore Alsoa knows that if he wants to go in a direction, it's to the north as opposed to the south. So those 4 rooms to the north are blocked.
Okay, at least the game gave him one. The game, you know, it goes like, oh no. Game, what the heck? It was kind of nice. It is no longer nice. Not even a little.
And it's not the key.
And I don't think it was even a shutter, so we couldn't have tried to Kanana key that.
It wasn't. Alright, Salty Squab will be leaving away and needs 30 rupees in order to purchase another key.
I can only imagine the sounds that he is making right now.
They're not allowed for broadcast on any of the SpeedGaming channels.
I don't know. I have a feeling things are being called Stupenheimers right now.
I'm believing that there's probably a few words that are not family friendly at this point.
True, but I mean, he does occasionally try not to curse.
No, he's definitely cursing now after losing those rupees.
Yeah, door repair, not really the nicest time to find it. Maybe, though, this will force him over towards the waterfall where we know level 8 and the any key and the book are waiting. Because, I mean, if you can't buy a key, then you're just going to keep going until you find something else, I'd have to imagine.
Instead, it gets a movie reference.
I missed whatever movie it was.
I love my power glove. It's so bad.
Okay. I mean, I think I prefer the Princess Bride quotes myself.
Well, thank you. Come again.
That is not a cheap key. Run away. Kind of interesting, choosing to check the above the waterfall spot instead of just going straight into the water.
Well, he's got to go back down to that screen anyways if this didn't turn out to be a level, so I figured he was going to save that for second. Because again, I think the way that Alsoa was going to route this was to head over to the mountain afterwards.
Oh, I see. So he's not just going to up an A. He's just going to go pull the screen scroll or use the ladder to cross the river.
Yep.
That makes sense. Though you have to be hoping for some bomb drops along the way.
Yeah, when you got 5 of them, definitely. Well, you had 6 until you spent one on that good old friend there, the Dig Dogger, but gets him back here.
Run, Spiky. Why are you making such bad decisions today? Paratroopa, meanwhile, is going to go ahead and pick up her wand, which she has to kind of either be happy or sad to see. On one hand, you have to be happy because it's a ranged weapon that you can, oh dear, Wizrobes, continue to fire even though you got hit by a bubble. But on the other hand, you were in level 1 really, really early. You have to imagine your opponent was as well, so you might feel a little behind.
What Paratroopa doesn't know in this case is that Alsoa needs to walk back there. There's the compass, which I'm surprised that Paratroopa left behind, but ooh, Alsoa takes the death here in this 8.
I mean, that's not exactly the most friendly room, and the Dodongos were being super trolly. Now, Paratroopa does have the any key, so if the Triforce, I think we saw it as the top half of the map.
That's why Paratroopa didn't get the compass. She hasn't been to 3 yet to get that ladder.
Oh dear.
That's why she didn't get the compass.
That's a lot of digging, sadly.
About to get this heart container for clearing out this room.
And thankfully, since she has the any key, she can go ahead and up into the Triforce room, pick up the Triforce, and I believe be done in level 1.
Yep. Has already picked up the wand, has picked up the recorder. That's it. Paratroopa has 0 reasons to be back inside of this level, and Alsoa is getting bonked by beam statues and out of bombs.
Not really sure if I like him. I don't know if he's gonna leave or if he is just gonna try to find bombs and come back.
Well, we're gonna go up, up, up the mountain ahead, the long way.
Were there bomb droppers up here?
I'm thinking there's a bomb shop up here. What in the world is this map to 5?
Ow, that bomb price. It's a guy running. Or maybe since this is the things that fly race, it's a duck.
I'll take your word for it.
It's okay. I like Azura Sarah from chat's suggestion of it's a roadrunner.
Meet me. Azura Sarah, I'll take your word for it too.
To kind of answer a question in chat for Trails, Paratroopa, sadly, there's been a couple of different sections of different dungeons where either she just didn't have the combat or the defense to be able to progress, or there are things that are blocked by dig doggers or ladders. So it's just kind of a wrong order type thing.
Yep. Do want to point out that I do believe Paratroopa does have the Triforce out of level 4. It's not marked on the tracker. Now, Alsoa being careful this time around not to get bopped around by a statue while trying to get the bomb to drop. Because if you get hit while that bomb has not been resolved, you get nothing, and you're going to like it.
Yeah, I don't know about the you're going to like it part, but you definitely get nothing.
Well, I know for certain I don't like it myself, but
I actually get mad at the game. I'm like, game, that's a little bit cheaty.
And there is the Triforce in level 5 for Paratroopa, but knowing that the ladder is still to be found for the bow, still searching this level.
Which does make sense. It's 5, it's relatively small. She's already searched 7 and 8. She knows she needs that ladder, so you just gotta keep going.
Absolutely.
And I think also this is one of the item rooms, I want to say.
I don't know. But alsoa really needs that any key at this point.
Yeah,
What exactly is a Goma anyway?
it's Tom Selleck's evil mustache.
Why is Tom Selleck so evil?
I don't know, because he hasn't been popular since, like, what, the 90s? Paratroopa, I believe, does get her Triforce and then goes back in to continue looking for the item, which I'm guessing has to be on the upper side of this dungeon.
I want to say yes.
Well, I mean, we kind of searched down in what looks like the wing, so it would have to be up, I guess. Maybe. We didn't have the map when alsoa was in here before, so I'm not entirely sure.
Alsoa, coming into this room with a single block. This might be the room. Red candle found for Paratroopa.
These dinosaurs are not making this easy on poor alsoa. They're being, relatively trolly and overlapping.
But thankfully he does wipe them out. Gets the any key. So for alsoa at this point in time, you're now down to a 66% chance that your silver arrows are going to be in level 9. So what do? Do you go for this Triforce now, or do you push for the second item?
I never make the right choice, but I think I would probably go for the Triforce right now, if I was somebody else who was good at the game. Though since we're kind of walking away from it, maybe he's going looking for the book.
If memory serves me correctly, he is going in the wrong direction, because I believe it's in the southeast corner of this level 8.
Well, thankfully he's been in here for a really long time, and he no longer has to worry about key doors, so it shouldn't be too horrible of a time sink. Paratroopa, meanwhile, finds level 3, and as long as she can get past that Patra to get that shutter door open, is going to be able to find her ladder. So again, she's got to be really careful not to just get bopped into that Triforce. Unless you get too low and you want the health refill to come back in and fight the Patra next time.
Oh. Too close calls there for Paratroopa, but does take care of it. We'll see this item room here in this next room. And still needs to be careful, but pretty much the rule of thumb is that Patra stays dead as long as you leave the room. So it ain't coming back.
Oh, no! Oh, she almost
attack.
had it.
That's a back attack.
She was so close. Like, he was getting out of the way. She was almost there.
I want to call a personal foul on that.
Yeah, that was a little bit rude of Spiky. Though, at the very least, she's already killed this Patra, so she's going to have a little bit more health than she did to begin with the last time. So she might just be able to either candle boost past him or just walk.
Was that really just a 2-room off segment of this level 8?
Oh, wow. Yeah, I didn't notice that before.
And there it is, the ladder for Paratroopa.
See, this is actually going to allow her to make a lot of progress in these levels. She's going to be able to get her bow. She's going to be able to get to the compass. I think it was in 7? That was in a moat room?
I believe so. alsoa trying to confirm that the silvers are in 9. That's why alsoa has not picked up this Triforce out of here. If
And-
Alsoa was to make the way to level 9 right now, would be the right gamble, but it's a hard gamble to make when you know that the book, the heart container, and the white or the silver arrows are your 3 outstanding items.
Now I'm wondering if this is our actual staircase room.
It is.
Okay. So, I mean, in the end, the gamble is also going to pay off because even if this is just the book, this is going to be the map for level 9 from the moment you walk in the door.
Yeah, and it is the book, as we saw from earlier, because we know the silvers and the heart container are in 9, but now Alsoa knows this information as well.
Yes. So, you know, this is not a terrible find. You're right next to the Triforce. You should be out of here in no time flat.
And Paratroopa is not really far behind just yet. Because you got to remember, Alsoa needs to go back to that level 1. And Alsoa's going to say, no, 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 I am not doing that room. Not at all. You can't make me game.
That was actually a really good job, Rick.
Thank you.
So that does bring up a good point. Everybody should feel free to follow both of our runners, either at twitch.tv.alsoa999 or Paratroopa1. They are good people and good at the game, so it's always a fun time.
And there's a heart container for the squab. We'll pick that up.
That makes me feel a little bit better about his health, to be honest.
Yeah, because we got to deal with this now coming in from the left. And there is the Triforce. Alsoa will save a few frames by picking up that ferry to save up on the fill-up. And now has to go back to level 1, grab that Triforce, but also, by the way, still needs to find level 9. That's going to take a little bit of time.
And bombs. He's down to 6. That's, I think, only, half of what he needs to be able to clear Death Mountain?
I mean, if he chooses correctly, goes to the left side, that'd be fine. But if you're going into Death Mountain the way that I think also it might be going in, you're going to be going in and clearing out the upper side all the way down. And that's actually smooth thinking there by Alsoa.
Yeah, that was really lovely. He took the recorder to one screen next to the any roads and then took the any roads within one screen or two, like 2 or 3 screens of one.
Yeah, very, very solid move there for Alsoa, who really wants to keep his health because this is a Wizrobe dungeon. And Alsoa doesn't know this, but doesn't have to really do a lot of combat to get to the Triforce in this level 1. He may just assume that it's going to be 8 blue Wizrobes because anytime you find a Wizrobe dungeon, you could very well get that situation.
I mean, the game really does love those sorts of things.
Yes, it does. So why do we still play this?
Because we like a challenge. And Alsoa picks up his Triforce at a level 1. He is now in, okay, I have to go find 9, so let's go mode.
Alright, and with that, we are going to level 9, and we are looking for 3 things.
Silvers, a roar, and a door that doesn't open when you clear the room. Alsoa is whistling again just to the right screen of this any roads because there is a any road up on Death Mountain, and I think position-wise this actually might work in his favor because this is the side I think we found level 9 on.
Northwest corner, yes. And we do have a point prediction in chat right now. Which do we find first in level 9? Do we find the silver arrows or do we find the coast heart? They are both in level 9. Alsoa's going to have to go into staircases to try to find those silvers. Which one are we finding first in this level 9? That starts us over here underneath the dash.
I'm going to say coast heart just to be trolly.
Well, you're currently agreeing with 20% of the people. We have a shutter door over here to our south. We're going to clear this one out to see if this is Princess Zelda.
See, this is one of those occasions I'm not upset to see Wizrobes in level 9, especially the orange ones, because at the very least you do have a guaranteed bomb drop room.
There's our map to begin things off.
Sadly, it wasn't the princess, but it does kind of give us a direction to go.
Yes, all the way to the southeast corner.
Well, that seems like a pretty good location for silvers to me.
Also, finishing off, finding out that this is a staircase. Is this an item? It is.
Aw.
It is the silver arrows.
Yeah, see, I never picked the right thing, but yay for silvers. Paratroopa gets her compass in level 2. She is just a couple of rooms away from being able to head to level 9 as well.
Yeah, this is going to be a close race. This level 9 will determine this race, especially if Paratroopa goes to that southwest or southeast corner. So now we're down to that conventional roaring door.
That wand coming in really handy for Alsoa here. He's able to make quick work of those landmines and get back out of this room.
This 2-and-2 match. I have my suspicions where Ganon would be.
I think the game would put him all the way at the top right-hand corner underneath the 9, unless that's where Zelda is.
That's one of those evil spots. I was thinking that little middle section there where it just branches up to the top.
Yeah, that would be evil. And let's just say maybe it's a magic staircase situation.
That could be. Paratroopa is going to the right.
All
we
right,
hear a roar, but it's not the roar we're looking for because it's Aquamentes.
And Paratroopa does have a little bit of advantage here. She has a substantially larger HP pool to work with.
Also, it does answer that it's not in the corner that I was thinking of.
Darn.
Yours could still come true. This is going to be a close race with Paratroopa in the room with the silvers. Buckle up, everybody. This is not a decided race. It may have looked like Alsoa had a massive advantage at one point, but it's going to come down to who gets lucky in this level 9. Silvers for Paratroopa.
Paratroopa deciding to go ahead and up A instead of going back through a couple of rooms. I don't think there were any visible doors, so this kind of makes sense.
Shutter door. 10 rupees guarding it. Push block, yes, so that is not Zelda.
That's a good thing to remember, though, with second quest rooms on, is that every so often you can end up with the door that just doesn't open until after you hit the push block.
Mm-hmm. You could get fooled that way. Also, it looks like concentrating on the southwest corner. Paratroopa finding a room with 5 blue whiz robes and says, nope. And she is just a few rooms away from where Alsoa is.
But she didn't hit the push block. So for all she knows, that's Zelda?
Oh dear, that could come into play. Paratroopa using a potion.
Makes sense. This is a pretty centrally located door, so if you're looking for other directions to go, this could be a really good bet.
Using the bombs a little too late. I hear a roar. Oh my goodness, they're in the same room. They're in the same room. Dark, going dark. And there are 3 shutter doors around it.
Oh my, this is a race.
Now someone needs to stay alive. Paratroopa trying to get the stun lock, but she may have thought that that room to the south was Zelda. That could come into play.
Alsoa unfortunately has to take an up A because fighting those blue whiz robes with all of his bombs has taken him down to 1 bomb, and it took him down to 1 heart. There's no way he wants to fight Ganon like that.
Yeah. Trying to be a little careful right now. Gets the Lamos to move. Paratroopa having a little bit of issue getting the stun lock.
Yeah,
Ganon's
kind of being a jerk here. And she finally gets him, takes him down, and is gonna probably double back to that door that she didn't push the block
Yep,
for.
and there she goes immediately. And we'll be like, why isn't this door opening?
All right, here goes Alsoa into his Ganon fight.
Yeah, there it is. She thought that was the answer and finds out that that's a push block. Now, if one of these rooms to the left, up, or right is Princess Zelda, that is a huge loss for Paratroopa because of not pushing the block. Alsoa needs to be careful. 1.5 hearts, 1 heart. Now a Hyrule driver will send Alsoa back to the start, trying to get the stun lock. Oh, we got it. That's
Good
beautiful
job,
there for Alsoa.
All right, and now you have to imagine he's going to want to check all 3 of these rooms.
Goes to the room to the left. This will not be her. Gets locked in. Gonna go to the room to the north here. See if there's a shutter door to the right. There is not.
Now, kind of makes the wise decision. He's gonna up an A. You have to imagine he's going right back to Ganon's room just so he can check those other.
Oh,
two shutters.
Paratroopa takes a death to the Lambos. I think she was trying to double back to Ganon's room too.
Oh man, this is a thing.
Hold on to your whatever. I don't know
Cats?
what you're holding on to, but this is not done and over with yet. They're both in the same room. And they gotta do that Wizrobe room again.
I forgot that he had gone far enough away that those guys were gonna respawn. Alsoa uses his last bomb here in level 9.
And it's also the fact that you do the up and A, they're gonna be back.
Yeah, it's because it's a shutter door. Oh, I forgot. Paratroopa makes good use of her potion here to go ahead and not die in this Wizwarp room.
Oh, beautiful room here for Alsoa, taking a few bops but staying alive. Of course, the power of the red ring.
And the game rewards him with an extra heart.
At
Oh,
the same
man.
time. Paratroopa is going to the right. Alsoa's going to the right. If this is Princess Zelda, this is nuts. It's not.
Well, if you're Alsoa, this is a great thing to see because it's a bomb dropper at the very least, or a potential bomb dropper.
Paratroopa going to the room to the north. It is not her. Oh, wow.
This is totally going to come down to a magical staircase situation, possibly.
Paratroopa getting locked in. That could also be something that is required with a bomb wall to the north, but neither of these runners have bombs. I wouldn't be surprised to see if Paratroopa winds up trying, or rather Alsoa tries to end up killing those red Wizrobes. This is a staircase with this Aquamentus.
And this is another potential staircase here for the room Alsoa is in.
That is correct. Oh, that brings you to that room that Alsoa got locked into.
All right,
Level
we got another
9.
staircase here.
The Great Equalizer could come into play. Alsoa taking the staircase. We find ourselves a shutter door, but that does not open. Alsoa in a different part of this level 9.
Yeah, he's at least gonna see one room that we haven't quite seen before. Maybe there'll be a couple of doors, or even better, a bomb drop.
Oh, that shutter door does not open either. That was the room with the manhandler. They're gonna be in the same room again.
Oh man, this is great.
Also clearing out the room just in case it was a compass. It's not. Alsoa now sees these red Wizrobes going for bombs.
You have to kill them. You need bombs to hopefully be able to find a bomb wall.
Bomb chance here. Nope, doesn't get it.
Paratrooper, however, did at one point. She's got bombs. She's got 3 of them, but she's got bombs.
Alsoa not getting lucky there. And they're in the same room once again.
Oh my gosh, this is awesome.
Oh, wow.
Oh, Alsoa is still not able to get a bomb drop. You have to imagine he's going to nope out on that blue Wizard room.
Yeah.
Like, no, we're done.
You don't go through that room.
Yeah,
you can do an up and A.
Yeah. And I know that this can't. Unfortunately, I don't know if Paratroopa is clearing this because she hasn't been to the left or because
she has not been to the left.
Okay.
She'll find out that it's a staircase, but unfortunately not going to do much for her.
Yeah, it's just going to double back to where they've already been.
Yes.
Also, doing his best to get the reverse clip. Just has to kind of walk around.
The nerves have got to be buckling on both of these runners at this point in time.
Okay, we do have some new, again, we have some new territory here in level 9.
Alsoa is going to be clearing up the newest of the territory here to only find out one extra room.
But it could be a staircase. Paratroopa goes, I think, possibly back to, that triple bar room that Alsoa has already seen. So she's going to also maybe try for some bombs on these guys.
This was a staircase for Alsoa. And now we're on the northern side of this level. Shutter door that does not open.
But we've got 2 key doors, and, well, it wasn't the room drop we were hoping for.
Paratroopa's leaving the level, needs bombs.
Now, if I'm alsoa, this is an automatic clear this room, because the compass does really enjoy being in this room.
It is not this time around, but it is a very, very good idea to clear out rooms that you can do without a lot of time. alsoa, room to the right. This is a push block potential. Does not clear out any of the rupees, so they'll be back.
And then we have another potential staircase room right next to it.
Staircase room, next to a staircase room, next to a staircase room, and you get the picture.
Paratroopa makes really good use of the fact that there's orange Guerrilla screen directly next to where they spawn. So she went ahead, up A's, saves the game, which resets her global count, and then went and farmed the Guerrillas.
So trying desperately at this point to get bombs off these whiz robes. Buying another potion.
Can't say that I fault that. I mean, you know this is a whiz robe dungeon, and so far it hasn't really been that nice. alsoa gets a clock.
And also, unfortunately, not getting any bombs out of that. I think alsoa's at 5 on the global counter for what it's worth.
Okay, so that was I'm assuming that staircase took him down to the room we just saw.
alsoa checking the room to the right. That is not it. That's the top right corner.
Oh, man.
That would have been a beautiful, well, not beautiful for them, but beautiful place for us if that turned out to be Princess Zelda.
Yeah, that would have been so awesome.
Back
so
into
alsoa's
9. That's
oh no! Oh, alsoa. Alright, so now, yeah, I understand this play. He's gonna go in here, he's gonna try to clear this room, or maybe go through the key door that was 2 doors down, because maybe that's your missing staircase.
Alright, alsoa's at 6 on the global, so this red whiz robe will not drop any bombs unless he kills something first, but unfortunately he does kill the red whiz robe for 7 on the global.
Meanwhile, Paratroopa's back in 9 with her bombs, and finds a bomb wall in that blue Landmo room.
Which is something that we saw from alsoa earlier. Got him over towards that little bit of a nook over on that mid-right. It is not the answer. At this point in time, I'm guessing Princess Zelda's in the top left corner. She could very well be in that southwest corner, but behind a magical staircase.
Yeah, because we had already... Oh,
there's
man.
the bait block!
This is great!
alsoa finally does get a bomb drop.
Yay! Sadly, that room, not a staircase, so he is now gotta be hoping that maybe this wall bombs.
That's one of his hopes at this point in time, but it doesn't. Now he's gonna try this wall. That's a no. And at this point in time, you're getting more and more salty as this clock gets closer and closer to 80 minutes.
Okay, so this kind of might help? Oh,
it
that'll
does.
help.
We go through. 2 locked doors, we have the keys.
More orange Riz robes in case we run out of bombs.
Another locked door, we have the keys. More red Riz robes, they're our savior at this point in time. And nothing there, alsoa backtracks.
This is bananas.
It is. Thank you for all watching us here on SpeedGaming 4. What an entertaining match it has been between these two, Paratroopa, alsoa. They've been playing for a long, long time. I know Paratroopa was in the very first tournament back in 2016. No shutter door over here either. alsoa bombs can move over.
We do get a bomb wall. That's good.
Paratroopa's back in Ganon's room. alsoa going down. No shutter door here, but there's a staircase.
All right, you can't bomb out, so now do you just go ahead and try the staircase?
Go down the staircase.
Trails, we already saw the heart. It was top, like, kind of under the E.
I don't even know where Alsoa is at this point in time. That camouflages with the map so badly.
Yeah, it really does. I don't remember seeing this Dig Dogger room at the very
I
least.
don't remember seeing that Dig Dogger either.
I think he's in the bottom left corner, those two rooms that we couldn't bomb down into.
Mm-hmm. Paratroopa's over in the
no.
northeast corner, Alsoa taking a death.
I kind of wish one of them would hit pause and open up their map so we can, not pause, but you know.
Yeah, the
So
star.
we can see the map.
So Paratroopa's gonna go over here to the right to find out that Zelda is not over here.
I mean, it is a really cool place for a bait block.
Alsoa getting bopped out of the staircase. Trying to reverse clip. There we go. Alsoa's been in level 9 slightly longer than Paratroopa has.
And
Your nerves are starting to hit you right now.
And sadly, Paratroopa did have to leave for a very, very short amount of time to be able to go get bombs and another health potion.
Our container found for Paratroopa. And now Alsoa trying to bomb to the north cannot bomb to the north. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, this is an amazing 9.
Alsoa taking the staircase. We've seen this staircase before, if I remember correctly.
She could still be in that trolley little segment.
Could very well. As we try to find one of those rooms that's going to bomb open.
With only one bomb, sadly.
Okay, friends. Paratroopa's in the general area where we're having some people speculate where Zelda is going to be. Alsoa, I'm surprised, isn't going to try to kill those whiz ropes for bombs down to 1.
I want to say this is one of the only staircases he hasn't taken yet. Well, it links up with that one.
And you don't really like finding that out, that it only goes one room apart.
I mean, if I was him, I would have walked down and I would have probably killed those orange whiz ropes.
Yeah, you've got to kill these things right now when you're down to 1 bomb. Paratroopa's in that area that Alsoa just was in.
She also has 1 bomb and walks away from the whiz ropes.
And misuses it.
Also getting a lucky bomb drop off that Vire. Oh, look, it's our blue whisper room again.
Yay.
I don't know if yay's the right word there, Rick.
Well, I could say a different word, what Alsoa is quipping right now, but again, it's not legal to say on SpeedGaming.
Okay, fair point. We'll go with the very sarcastic yay then.
I think people got the idea. Paratroopa now
Very
heading
true.
back. Alsoa trying to get some bombs, get 0.
Mean game. Also, is going to go back through the staircase. It takes him, I think, slightly northish.
Iago Lurch is saying that it's PG-13. We're allowed 1 F-bomb, and I think we've earned it. Well, we haven't gotten the interview going yet. That's when I think we're going to be using it.
We got 1 bomb. We're not going to
we're
use it on
in the
this
left
Mandela.
Bottom left corner for Paratroopa, which was where Alsoa came out. Okay, so it's
Oh,
not
we
the
got
bottom
another
left corner.
staircase.
Okay, so Alsoa's in this staircase, which is going to take him into a different direction. Oh, we can bomb to the north, and there's the shutter door that opens.
Oh, there you
go. Oh!
Oh my god, she's here. Oh, Zelda. You were super trolly. But yeah, everybody, let's get your GGs in chat because this was seriously an amazing race.
In Paratroopa, 1 room just can't get there from here. But what a race it was for these 2 runners. Oh. I hope you stick around. We got more Zelda coming up tonight here on a SpeedGaming family of networks.
I just want to tell Paratroopa to use that bomb.
Bird.
I should not have won based on that 9.
You got lucky in the fact that Paratroopa had the same 9 as you did. You're going to want to watch this 9 back. It was chaotic.
Oh my gosh, this was seriously like one of the best 9s I've seen in a while.
I was convinced that Zelda was magic stair blocked until I took all the stairs.
Mm-hmm. You should have voted for something besides Pedro.
Yeah, I think next time I'm just going to vote for Teach.
But
Ooh.
yeah, and it was just absolutely nutty how this level 9 went. You were in 9 by just a couple of moments, as level 8 kind of gave you the business for a little bit. But I just don't know what to say.
Oh.
One bomb wall was the path to get to Zelda.
I take it Paratroopa also did elect not to take that bomb wall because why would you ever trust it?
Pretty much. It was the case of whoever found that bomb wall first was going to win this race. And you were the one who took it first. She did not. And as such, you are now 3-2 in this tournament. You've won 3 in a row.
It's only a little bit scary. Yeah, this... Honestly, can we just discuss the magic boomerang not being avoidable by any method in this team?
Oh, we talked about it a little bit.
Yeah, what were your thoughts when you were forced to actually pick that thing up?
My first thought was TGE is probably crying himself to sleep tonight with a seed.
I mean, you at least had access to the other boomerang. You know, had you gotten there first, maybe.
Yeah, but here's the thing. With the magic boomerang in tow, I decided I'm just going to make it work. And, well, it helped a little bit.
Poor Paratroopa is about to leave 9 again. She's trying to get some more bombs, because she just can't seem to get a bomb drop inside of the level.
Also, the early red ring would have been nice if it was able to be picked up on 4 hearts.
Yeah, we found out that was picked up on 5 hearts, but sadly, that didn't stop you from those unfortunate deaths you had to take early on in this seed.
No, and after I saw that, if I had been able to pick up the red ring on 4 hearts, I probably would have kept it and just gotten a candle somewhere else, but without being able to pick up the red ring, the candle felt more useful in the immediate term.
Yeah, I can totally understand that. I do want to say, or ask you one question. What would you like to say to all of those Lionels that gave you the business in that, what was it, level 6?
Well, I would like to say to them, specifically, having swords for hands makes it hard to get through life. It's no wonder nobody wants to be friends with you.
Those were not the words we were expecting.
Well, I mean, some of the words I have can't be said on a family-friendly stream.
That's what we were saying! That's
I-
exactly what we're saying all throughout this run, that you were probably saying language that would not be suitable for speed gaming.
See, I just want to know how many different things got called Stupenheimers.
The Tridongo Bemos Ruminate.
Oh, the one where you got a bop before and lost all your bombs?
Twice.
Yeah, that was not a nice room at all.
Was that it?
Yeah, well, I mean, the Lionels were called it. The Red Ring was called it because I couldn't pick it up on 4 hearts.
Okay, so we're at 4.
I felt good about the Power Bracelet in 6. That was actually kind of nice to get early.
Yeah, you were the first one to get to pretty much a lot of the mid-game stuff. Like, for a moment there, you had a substantial lead on Paratroopa on the Triforce count, but the late levels just kind of made it difficult for you to hold on.
Yeah, and 8 was a case of there's enough good items left between Eniki, Silvers,
In the book.
and Spare Heart. When I first went in, it's like, you know what? There's a 66% chance this item's going to be worth it regardless.
Yep.
So if you hadn't have found the book on the way to the Triforce in level 8, would you have continued to dig for that second item, or would you have gone straight to 9?
I probably would have gone straight to 9. Until I found the first item, which thankfully would have been the silvers, because they decided to be tucked away in the little corner.
Yeah, that was a really great place for those.
Yeah, and Paratroopa wound up doing the same exact thing, going straight to the bottom right corner. So there was little advantage on having the silver arrows in regards to whether or not it was going to be a big difference. But again, it all came down to there was two things that this came down to. First of all, was you got to that bomb wall first. Secondly, Paratroopa got a little fooled around by that Goma block room south of Ganon.
Oh yeah, that room. There was a lot of mean things in this seed. There was a lot of things the seed tried to tell me. I would like to note that on my tracker, I have marked all of the dungeon hearts as non-existent except for 1 and 8. And 5, I guess, but I paid the heart for that.
Well, Paratroopa, maybe they all just went over to her seat, because she found quite a few of them.
I actually laughed a little bit when I found the magical sword, because I'm like, oh, there's a thing that's never going to get seen in this seed, ever.
I do want to compliment you on your blue wizrobe room just south of Ganon. That was pretty smooth when you had to go back through there a second time.
Yeah, that room I felt was safe enough to go ahead and just save scum. Because there was nothing really compelling me to try to do all that at once. Just save the room, save scum it, get through it so that you have health for Ganon, and then nearly die to Ganon anyway, because stun locks are hard.
He does always kind of seem to spawn a little bit funky in those water rooms.
In hindsight, I probably should have bought a potion. But I think what really bailed me out was getting that single bomb pack on the floor up in the top right of 9, because if I hadn't gotten that, I would have been like, okay, where do I go to get bombs? Do I just grind the buyers? Do I grind outside? Do I go to a shop?
To answer your question in chat, I believe Paratroopa needed to take the staircase she just opened to get through this door. And that takes you down to just below the bomb wall?
No, that was where the heart container was.
Oh, okay.
Yep. The stair just below the bomb wall is like... Let me look at my map at 9 real quick. The stair just below the bomb wall is directly northeast of Ganon. You can also get there by taking the bomb to the left, or taking the staircase to the left to start going down, and then across through the main handler.
Oh, okay, so she's got a bomb out of the manhandler room.
The room to the left of the main handler room.
Yeah, the single block room.
So she's at the very least close. She's been looking at her map. She's kind of clearing off any of the segments that, you know, she hasn't been to. And it's about, right now, I think it's just those 4 rooms, maybe?
Mm-hmm. Like, she's pretty much got this now cornered to where exactly Zelda is. It's just unfortunate that this turned out to be a full clear of level 9 for her.
A lovely, wonderful level 9.
She might do the same thing I did and take 2 sets of stairs and be surprised when neither of them goes to that area.
Looks like she's heading right into that left direction right now.
Was there a bomb upgrade scene ever? Because I never found one.
Yeah, actually, no, I don't remember. I don't think either of you saw one.
Yeah, it was only probably +6, no big deal.
I mean, you had a red ring for the white sword item. How much more do you think the game should give you?
Well, given that bombs were the issue for all of 9, yes.
Alright, she's kind of heading in the right direction now.
Yeah, she's got enough bombs, too. She'll get there.
Yeah, I think she's figuring this one out.
I mean, if she'd have been the one that had bombs and had made it over into this room, this could have been. It was that close. It could have been such a different race.
This race could have been flipped. It really could have been flipped either way.
Yeah.
And there's the shutter door that opens up, and get your GGs in the chat for Paratroopa1.
GG's. But yeah, that's why I said at the very beginning, I don't think I deserve to win this with how garbage I played that 9.
Well, I mean, to be fair, you were the first one in. So you did have, for most of the race, you had a slight lead.
Yeah, it wasn't a massive time difference, but as you can see, 9 did flip both of you around.
I'm taking 9 off of my make pasta salad for it list.
And we were joined by Paratroopa. GG's Paratroopa. That was seriously an amazing race.
GG. Yeah, that was great. I'm sure that it was probably pretty close, actually.
It really was. Had you been the one to have bombs when you finally found that room at the very end there, you would have won because you did such a really good job of digging all the items out of all the different levels. You really did. Okay. And then once you got that ladder, which is kind of what was holding you back because you couldn't get the bow, you caught up so fast. And then 9.
Yeah.
Yeah, you had one main advantage to help that get you back into this race was the fact that you had already pulled out the any key out of level 8, whereas Alsoa, and I do want to ask you this question, Alsoa, how about all the locked doors in level 1?
I would like to plead the 5th. Or the 8th, whichever applies.
Yeah.
So,
finding the any key was huge.
Yeah, Alsoa wound up having to triple dip level 1 because ran out of keys and had to go purchase a few more.
Thankfully, you did have a nice cheap key, so that was at least and fairly decent money this seat, I have to say.
Yeah. I would much rather have had the any key be in 1 than the wand.
Yeah, I can understand that one totally. But yeah, it was seriously. This is one of those ones you both, even if you don't really watch back any of your races, this would be a really good one to watch back just to see exactly how you guys went on 2 different paths, but in the very end of the game, it just brought you right back together. Like it was amazing.
Yeah, I was really lucky to get the any key out of 8 early. That was kind of the one big break I had in this race, I feel like. So I pretty much had to search the entire seed. I pretty much full cleared it. But getting the any key early on really helped me not get stuck in dungeons. So I didn't really wrong order this. Like, I right ordered this seed pretty well, except for finding the ladder in 3, but that didn't really matter that much because nothing was ladder blocked. So it really just came down to 9, and 9 was a piece of fine art. Mwah, beautiful.
That is
This is a 9
perfect way to put that.
This is a 9 you send people on the Discord and they're like, why?
Yeah, I went south to that one rupee room and I thought that was Zelda. I thought I'd won. I was like, I got it. Right there.
We saw you as you had left the Ganon fight because both of you were at Ganon at pretty much the same exact time. And once you went south, we were wondering if one of the other 3 locked doors was going to be the answer. It turned out not to be the case, but we were so ready to see it turn out to be because you went back to that one shutter room that you thought was the answer, and it turned out to be one of those second quest push blocks.
Yeah, and of course, I'm not thinking about that when I see a room with a locked door that doesn't open. I'm not thinking, I can push that block, it might open.
Yeah.
No, you get the rupees, the door doesn't open. You think it's Zelda. That's just how you play this game. You don't think. You go, oh, that's Zelda, and then you go find Ganon.
I was secretly really hoping that Zelda was magic staircase blocked until I found all the stairs.
Well, I certainly was too. I think I found every staircase, or I might have been missing. No, I don't think I was missing one. I think I found them all. My mapping got messed up at some point, so I didn't really map it all correctly. But I think I searched every room, and I thought it was going to be a magic staircase. I thought it was either going to be a magic staircase that went down to the southwest corner, or to where it was, and I didn't know there's a bomb wall that I could get into there. So,
Yeah, I did not have bombs for what, like 10 minutes in 9?
I had to leave twice to get bombs, I think. I just, at one point I went back to start because there was a red Guerrilla room to the east of start. I just farmed bombs there and then came back, which I was still in the race at that point too. Like, it wasn't over yet.
Yep.
Yeah, the potion pickup was also a really good. It was a good play, given that that blue whiz robe room. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That was a really good play.
I was regretting not having a potion.
Yeah, I used a lot of potions in 9, which is, yeah. I guess I don't have to feel too bad about the red ring, because I was really upset about the red ring, because I bought blue ring, because I had 2 big secrets. Found the blue ring shop, I was like, yeah, purchase it. Then the very next thing I found was the red ring as the white sword item. I was like, that sucks. But it turns out I kind of needed it in 9, so it's okay.
Yeah, I probably would have, if there had been any choice, I would have noped out on that blue whiz robe room any chance I could have. But yeah, sadly, he was blocking Ganon.
Fortunately, it was pretty obvious that it was blocking Ganon, so it was fine.
There might have been a way around it, doing some stair shenanigans by going to a stair and then coming out on the other side and then killing a different wizard room that had bubbles in it, but...
Yeah, but at least they weren't all littered with blue whiz robes.
And I mean, there were, even though they were refusing to drop bombs, there were quite a few orange wizard rooms in that level 9, but for a couple of minutes there before Paratroopa, before you left to go get bombs, both of you were trying to kill the orange whiz robes, just trying to get them to give you a bomb drop.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a case where at least thankfully the fires did not roll more than 4 HP.
Yeah, that was nice at least. I kept forgetting that I could use silver arrows on them. I was using my wand and white sword. It's like, oh, I could silver arrow these things, but they weren't being very kind. So I didn't get a lot of bomb drops in 9, sadly.
Yeah, the fires were very few and far between that I saw. I think I saw like 2 fire rooms.
Yeah, it's really annoying.
Almost feels like Vanilla First Quest, where you only deal with just a couple of fire rooms in level 4.
Wait, there were fire? See, okay, so when I played the original game, I was like 6. So that was a very long time ago. There were fires in level 4?
Yep.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, a lot of them.
Wow. Okay, today I learned.
Yeah, Vanilla 4 has the Wizrobe set. It just doesn't have any Wizrobes.
Oh, okay.
I like how 9 was in Death Mountain, but you had to do like next to none of Death Mountain.
Mm-hmm. Level 9 was the only reason why you had to go to Death Mountain.
Yeah, although I would have gone to Death Mountain anyway and looking for 5, because 5 was Power Bracelet blocked, and Power Bracelet was in 6.
Yep.
So I would have gone to Death Mountain first anyway, so it didn't... This is pretty much going to be a full clear overworld no matter what. There's no real way around it.
I got kind of lucky that I didn't end up doing any Death Mountain besides level 9 because I pulled the Power Bracelet out of 6 early, but then I decided to take the scenic route in 8 and just spend forever in there.
Yeah, I was in 8 a lot earlier. I did have to dig it out. I dug the book out in 8, but I did it early enough that getting the book was actually really nice, so I don't think it really wasted that much time. And obviously getting the any key was huge, so doing 8 first was good. I did 6 a little bit later. I was looking for ladder, but I got Power Bracelet. I was like, well, 5 might be the high Power Bracelet, so this might be necessary, and it was.
Yep.
So I went for ladder in 5, but it was just the right candle, so it didn't really matter, though.
I'm guessing you had White Sword before I did because of the key issues.
Maybe. I didn't go into 4 that early, but I did. I don't know. I had the wand late because I actually ducked out of 1. I got the recorder and left. I didn't come back there for a while. So I don't know if I had those items earlier or not. This is a blue boomerang required seed, wasn't it? That's exciting.
Yes, it was. That forced boomerang in 2.
Yeah, you had to get the blue boomerang. That's a fun little. It's not very common.
Yeah. Also, I was saying TGE isn't going to sleep tonight.
I think alsoa will be cursing Fury in his sleep tonight.
What? Why would I do that? The magic boomerang was really helpful.
Yes, and so too would have the wooden boomerang if you had found that first.
I don't care what boomerang I find first. The first boomerang I find is the good one because it's useful. The second one you find is just a bad item slot.
Yeah, I found the wooden boomerang first too, so I was like, The boomerang
Any-
actually was really helpful here, though, because there were a lot of dig doggers early, so it was nice.
Yeah, you had so many good dig dugger fights, though. I
And some
have to
bad
be
ones.
honest. I have to be honest. A few of them, I was going, "Oh my gosh, leave the room! Oh my gosh, you're
Yeah,
killing one,
I
leave the room!"
should have. I got stupid.
But you made
Whatever.
such good use of the boomerang against the dig dogger. It was really fun to see.
Yeah, it was fun.
Alrighty, so coming up here in just a few minutes, just looking, just verify, because I know there's been a little bit of weather over in Liquid Husband's area of town, but we will have another race for you coming up in about 15 minutes from now between Liquid Husband and Mr. Dunlow, so stay tuned for that. Any closing thoughts? Alsoa, I'm going to start with you. One final week of Swiss before the matches really matter. What are your thoughts heading into week number 6?
There's a couple of folks that I want to see in that 3-2 bracket to go against, but I'm going to refrain from naming names on the grounds that it may curse particular runners and benefit others.
And also might encourage Fred to encourage the wheel to come up with those names. Wait, what? Never mind.
And you see, I want the wheel to be as unbiased as possible, except for whatever biases Fred puts into it.
And same with you, Paratroopa, with week number 6 coming up here in the final pretty much free week of playing for seedings before the matches begin to matter.
Oh, there's this week 6. Okay, great.
Yes, we are not done yet.
I think I'll probably win and get to 3-3 because I feel like I'm pretty much right in the middle of the pack. So there you go.
I might have to win tomorrow night then to come and join you with that 2-3 pack.
Hell yeah. Then we can. Then one of us can. Yeah. Okay. I don't know where I was going with that.
I don't know where you're
mean-
going with that either, but if it does happen, we'll have fun with it.
But-
Otherwise, there's a
but
lot of other great runners in the 2-4 bracket.
Regardless, I'm predicting I will finish 3-3 because I think I can win one of these. I've had some bad luck in a couple of these seeds, so I'm due.
All you need is a nice little reversal of your luck and fortunes, and who knows what will happen. That could very well have happened to you today to get that 3rd win. Just a bomb wall kept you away from it.
Yep, that's how it goes. It's 9 for you.
Let's get our GGs in the chat for both of these runners once again. alsoa999 and Paratroopa1. GGs to both of you.
GG.
GG's.
All right, that's going to do it for us. Don't forget, coming up in just a little bit, Liquid Husband versus Mr. Dunlow here on SpeedGaming 4. If you're looking for something to do over the next 10 minutes before that match begins, there are other matches that will be coming up or in progress right now on the other SpeedGaming channels. And we do want to thank Imagine Sleep for clicking those buttons, making the icons appear as well. So I'm going to say goodbye. I'm going to give City and Proud the final word. I'm Adirondack Rick saying thank you for joining us.
And I'm just going to say, hey guys, there is so much good Zelda to watch right now. Just make sure you're checking the schedule and the VODs because this is like the tournament that just won't end, and I'm perfectly okay with that. Have a great night.